interview today. Today we have Tyler Gates, who owns a MBA in sports management and is a sports journalist. What is up, Tyler? And you want to give a brief introduction to yourself?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Tyler Gates here, multimedia sports journalist from Atlanta, Georgia. Um, like you said, I'm in master's school attaining my sports management degree from the University of West Georgia. Got my mass communication degree from there as well. So just re-enrolled there. Go West, go Wolves. And yeah, man, I'm just super excited for today. I'm super excited to speak with one Austin. I feel like there's not many that come across like him, so I'm very very excited. So good to see you, man.
Oh, well, yeah, I appreciate it. Good to see you. And yeah, today we're going to be discussing a little bit about college football week one, maybe some predictions for week two, who our teams are, and who we expect to surprise us this year. And we're also going to hop into some NFL talk. But starting out, let's go ahead and get it out. Who is your collegiate football team? Who are you rooting for? Is it Georgia? Is it Michigan? Ohio State? Texas? There's
I have
tons
my
of them.
hat right here. Actually, I got my hat. Yep, this is me. This is me. I am a total Bulldog fan. I was a Georgia Tech fan growing up, right? And I still have love for Georgia Tech. Even though their fans have gotten completely out of hand with some of their wording and some of their predictions about what they're gonna do. I'm like, I'm a total Bulldogs fan. Um, I feel like we're slept on. I feel like we're slept on, but because we don't have Carson back and anymore, and we have Gunnar Stockton now. We don't get that good of a running back room. We got wide receivers transferring in. Oscar Delp's still there doing his thing. We always produce good tight ends for some reason. I don't know why.
Mm,
We always do. Brock Bowers. I feel like Oscar Delp is going to be one of those guys that just rises up draft boards. Like I feel like he's going to go in the first. He's not going to go high as Brock Bowers, but like he'll be a first round pick if everything goes to plan. But I feel like Kirby Smart gets a little bit too criminally overlooked when we talk about college football. Not to mention they went back to back a couple years back.
yeah. Yep.
And Alabama's kind of falling off. I mean, if you watch my videos, you know I don't like Alabama. You just know I'm a Falcons fan too, and you already know where I'm going with that. I don't like the Saints. It's what I say about both those teams, both those fan bases, the most disgusting, nauseating fan bases we have ever seen. And I can't trust both of them. I can't even trust them because I had them winning against Florida State. I'm like, I'm actually going to give you something, and you can't even do that for me. So it's okay, but I feel like Georgia, we're going to win national championship this year. We're going to come back. I know Ohio State's tough, but they don't have nothing to prove like we do.
Yeah,
So
I feel that.
yeah,
Yeah, I was watching week one of college football and Miami popped up, right? I think it's Miami, and I saw Carson Beck. I was like, is he on Miami?
yes.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, I thought he was still at Georgia, or at least like tried to go to the NFL and just didn't make it.
Yeah, that whole season last year just took it out of him. Like I could tell physically that he was just out of it. But it's a
Hmm.
lot of expectation when you come to Georgia. I mean,
Yeah,
not to degrade Miami or anything, but we know what Cam Ward did there. So you coming in feeling some pretty hefty shoes. I mean, number one
yeah,
overall. So I would think that Miami could be a college football playoff team. I think they can. They just have to be consistent.
yeah. Well, I mean, when it comes to week two of college football, Georgia and Ohio State got some pretty easy teams to play this week. So hopefully it goes good. Gonna
Yeah.
have to get a blowout if you want to maintain a ranking, though.
Yeah, see, and I hate that it's like that.
Yeah.
I hate that it's like that.
Yeah, I was trying to explain the rankings to my wife like last week because she was so confused. She was like, "How is Texas number one when Ohio State won the national championship last year?" I was like, "It's all pretty much what the committee thinks of your team at that moment."
Mm, yeah, it was really because of Arch Manning, and they just wanted to see like, okay, you know, how is it going to come out? I don't blame him for the loss.
Mm,
I blame Steve Sarkisian just a little bit too. I don't think that the play calls were as accurate as they could have been.
hmm.
You had basically all summer to prepare for this one team. Not to say that you're not going to prepare for Oklahoma, because that's a rival too. But
Yeah.
we understand that Ohio State probably is the team to beat in college football right now. So
Yeah, the defense looked good last week, and I
yeah,
feel the same. I feel like Arch Manning just wasn't as prepared as he should have been.
he wasn't. He'll
Yeah. So,
he'll get all his bearings back today. I'm not worried.
yeah, I'm not too worried about him either. So, what did you think about Week 1? The matchups that everyone had. Did you think it was a good schedule?
Yeah, I thought it was a great schedule. I feel like once again the college football committee, as they always do, they always try to hype us up just to bring us down. I don't really think that Georgia should have won against Marshall week 1, but hey, I'm actually glad we did because once again we're out to prove something. And any team that comes across us, they're gonna have to realize something. Like, hey, this is how we play when we feel disrespected. Because
Yeah,
nobody's heard anything about Georgia all off season. Literally
true.
all off season. It's literally been Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, LSU. Literally every team that's not named Georgia, I would think, has not been has been talked about. Kirby Smart has stayed quiet, which has me thinking that this could be a year where we come back on top. He got them boys focused. He has
Yeah,
them focused out there, and that's what we need. I don't feel like they were as focused as they were or needed to be. That's what social media and NIL deals do to you. It's a pro and a con, right? But
yeah.
I feel like Georgia is ready. Is ready. They're ready this year.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just kind of refuse to let go of the Saban era with Alabama. So for the next 5 years, they'll probably still be touted coming into every season as one of the best teams. But
Yeah,
it's
and then
just not
I,
the same.
I don't want people to get on this hype train of let's fire Caleb DeBoer and get Saban back. I think Nick Saban's doing just fine on College Game Day morning. I don't think he wants to come back. I think he
Yeah,
did his. Yeah.
yeah. He's doesn't have the stress of trying to control all these kids with different personalities and stuff, and trying to
Yeah.
teach them how to be young men. So, but
It's crazy.
um, so any week 2 predictions for the college football?
Um, I got Iowa State being Iowa. Here's why.
Okay.
I and I say this with caution. Okay, Hawkeyes fans, y'all some of the best in the nation. All right, but y'all got to realize this is not the 2010s. This is not y'all going up against um what was his name, the Ohio State quarterback, Cordell Jones or something like that.
Oh yeah,
This is not that, okay, where y'all just upset and blow out Ohio State. It's nothing like that.
yeah,
Iowa State is a good team, right? I don't think that they're national championship ready. I mean, could they be a college football playoff team for sure? But I just don't see Iowa beating them. It's too much hype around Iowa right now that is going to get too caught up in their head. Like in the Big Ten, it's Ohio State and then there's Michigan. That's the tier 1. Tier 2, you have Washington, Iowa, and so on and so forth, right?
yeah.
I don't think that the pressure is going to get to Iowa State as much as it's going to get to Iowa. Therefore,
But
when you look at what Iowa's been able to do with their transfers and who's been able to come in, it's going to be a close game. I don't think they're. I don't think they're going to be Iowa State. Iowa State tends to never lose to Iowa nowadays. I mean, this is like I said, it's not like 2006 where they used to lose to them all the time. But I got the Cyclones, so I'm sorry. I got the Cyclones.
gotcha. Are there any teams that have surprised you with this season so far? Maybe through week 1.
North Carolina, man. I look. I'm just. I don't want people to throw in the towel on Bill Belichick just yet. We know him as a 6 or 7 time world champion,
Hmm.
coach, one of the greatest coaches of all time. We know what he's done with Tom Brady. So I don't want nobody to look at it as he just got the college football and he sucks right away. Well, Michael Vick lost two. Deshaun Jackson lost two. Deion Sanders lost two. I'm confused. So
Yeah.
we have to keep the room split. We can't just all go on one side and say, oh, we're going to join the bandwagon, or if he loses, then we're going to bash him. No, we have to give these coaches time.
Hmm.
Throughout time, we'll see what these recruits and what these transfers are able to do. Because I feel like North Carolina have the team to make an ACC championship run. I would believe. I mean, obviously Georgia Tech's probably the best team in the ACC all around, but don't count out North Carolina. You can count out Duke in football; they're done. But anybody else, yeah, they have a good
Yeah,
chance.
I feel like they started really hot, and then I feel like he's just got to work their mental a little more because it seems like once it got tough, some of them were starting to check out and they just weren't having fun anymore.
Yeah,
But they came out shooting. They came out looking like he had prepared them.
you did.
But
Like, like I don't get. You're playing for Bill Belichick. You're playing for literally the greatest head coach in NFL history.
mhm.
Like, doesn't that get your juices flowing somehow? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
how how is it not that you guys are not hyped for him? Because we
yeah,
know he doesn't get hyped. That just won't happen. At the very least, he'll smile and chuckle. That's the very least. That's why I say him and Saban are like brothers. Like they act totally the same.
yeah.
At least Saban will dance a little bit, but still, like it's just I want North Carolina players to actually kind of lock in a little bit and realize the conference that they're in and realize the opportunity that they have. So
Yeah, especially with Belichick being there, you know NFL scouts are going to watch the games.
yeah,
So, I mean, try to get your name out there. Fight for your future.
right. Fight for your future is right.
Yeah. So let's hop into some NFC South. You said earlier you're a Falcons fan. What are you thinking this year? You think you're going to overcome the Bucks, who look like they might be the best? And you're getting Michael Penix for the first time full time, correct?
Yep. First off, for the full. Hey, look, I actually just went to the pep rally yesterday for the Falcons. It was great. Michael Penix showed up. Drake London showed up. Ray McLeod was there. Chris Lindstrom. So we're ready for the season, right? And I don't want to ever hear that we don't have a dedicated fan base. Yes, we are the only city, okay, that has every team. Every team you can think of. We are the only city that has all 32 NFL teams. You come here, you can buy any jersey, and it's kind of sad. I should never see a Saints jersey here. I should never see it. But you got the New Orleans people that want to move here, and I'm like, man, just don't come around me with that.
Yeah.
Buccaneers fans, I don't really have. I mean, there's some type of beef with the NFC South because we're all rivals. But I consider the Saints the rival. Buccaneers and Panthers, we don't consider them rivals because we beat up on them every time. I'm confused why Panthers fans would say, "Oh, we're rivals." We were probably rivals for 1 year, and that was during Cam Newton's MVP season. That's literally the only time we were probably rivals. Buccaneers, I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time y'all had a Hall of Fame quarterback other than Tom Brady. Like I can't remember. Josh Freeman,
Hmm.
I can't remember. He crashed out. Jameis Winston crashed out. I mean, and then Saints, don't even get me started on them. don't even get me started on them. It's like what Stephen A says about the Cowboys. Even though I love Cowboys fans, I love Cowboys fans. Y'all
Hmm.
deserve better. Are you a Cowboys
Yeah.
fan?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys deserve better for what Jerry Jones has put you guys through. Okay, but it
Yeah.
is. I'm sorry. America's team. Try being a Saints fan for like 2 days. Okay, like the most disgusting, nauseating fan base alive. Like they continue to go at us like we did something wrong. Oh,
Mm.
oh, can't wait. Can't wait till Falcons week. Can't wait till Falcons week. You're not beating us. And if you do beat us, just know you got lucky. Like last year, you got lucky. Because I guarantee you, we would have won that game, probably would have went to the playoffs. So yeah, I get it. We're rivals and we're gonna split some games. We're not splitting nothing else. I don't want to split nothing with nobody in the division for the next 3 years. Our team is too good not to win 6 games.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the year 7-9, 7-10. No, we're going at least 11-6, and we're gonna make the playoffs. We have Kirk Cousins still. He didn't want to give up no money, but I'm looking at it from a veteran standpoint of Penix is in year 2. Kirk Cousins is a respected veteran in this league. Stats wise, he's trending towards the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's going to get in there, but if we're
Probably not.
looking at like stats wise, statistically, he deserves to be in there, in my opinion. Um, knows how to negotiate. I mean, I don't know how he finessed so much money out of us, let alone the Vikings. But that's another conversation for another day. But these Saints fans, hey, it's like I said, y'all watch my videos. Y'all know what I say. I Whenever you try to trust them, they never come through. They never come through. Whenever I have you guys winning, y'all never come through. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Whenever I pick the Cowboys to win, they win. They win. Okay?
Mm.
I'll say that about them. But when it's come to y'all big talk about, we're gonna beat y'all this year, right? We're gonna beat y'all this year, right? We're gonna go 2-0 against y'all, right? And I can respond with, you're gonna be picking number 1 next year, right? Your coach might get fired next year, right? Spencer Rattler is better than any quarterback you could probably get in next year's draft, right? I can respond, but
Mm.
just being a Falcons fan and having that little rivalry with the Saints, makes it better for me as a sports fan, But I feel
Yeah.
like predictions wise, uh, I got us winning the division. I got the
Okay.
Buccaneers being third. I got the Panthers actually winning 7-8 games, and
Okay.
then we already know. We already know. We already know. 2-15. That's my prediction. They're not even getting past 3 wins. If they do, it will be a miracle. It'll be a miracle. I don't Cardinals fans. If anybody's a Cardinals fan listening to this, please do not lose to them. I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to deal with this tomorrow. Okay, please, please. That's all I'm asking. Please.
Well, luckily, I feel like the Cardinals they always win games. It seems like they shouldn't win. Like even when the Cowboys play them, like Cowboys always go into the Eagle or the Cardinals game. Like okay, this is an easy win, and then we come out losing by like 4 or 5 points. It's like what just happened?
I feel like that's the whole NFC East. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's and I want to ask you too, like what do you think your prediction is for the division? I mean, obviously you guys have Jackson Dart coming up in the division. You have Russell Wilson's going to start for the
Hmm.
Giants. Jaden Daniels, we know what he did, and he's going to have a great year too. I'm assuming. Jalen Hurts trying to defend the Super Bowl ring, and then of course we got Dak Prescott, who everybody I feel like he hates on. Like if we're looking at quarterbacks in this generation, this era, a lot of slept on quarterbacks, and it's a few of them.
Hmm.
I think Justin Herbert is slept on heavily. I think Kyler Murray is slept on heavily. I think at times Dak Prescott is definitely slept on. Like if it's not those three that's being slept on, then what are we doing? Like Dak
Yeah.
has been consistent. He's been very consistent. People want to talk about Don Meredith and Tony Romo. And I'm like, yeah, Tony Romo. He's an all-time great when it comes to the Cowboys, but he's not all-time greatest.
Yeah.
Right? We're looking at Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman. Only 2 people can have that conversation.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the rings,
It's
can't
kind
be
of
in that.
hard.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Um. So I think the Giants are definitely coming into the season underrated. I think they'll probably be better than a lot of people expect them to be. And if the Cowboys aren't careful, they could find themselves in the basement because they've already lost one division game, and we play the Giants week 2. If they come out there and drop 2 divisional games, it's not a good start for the season. Even if they go on to win the rest of them, like it could come down to the final weeks of the season on where they place in the division. But losing Micah Parsons obviously was an ignorant move. However, they did look pretty good in the run defense against the Eagles. Like they held Saquon Barkley to 60 rushing yards, and last year he put a buck 20 at least on us in each game. So
Yeah,
I think it'll be Eagles and Commanders fighting for the one spot, and Giants and Cowboys fighting for 3 and 4. But then again, the Cowboys, it's hard to count them out after how they competed against the Eagles, but it's week one, and we didn't really see anything from anyone in the preseason because starters don't play the preseason very much anymore for a lot of teams. So
yeah,
I hope the Cowboys are fighting for the division, but I'm not going to get my hopes too high.
yeah, man. I'll say this, just to counterpart. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, they've always been America's team. They're gonna forever be America's team. I don't know why people want to be like, oh, Kansas City is America's team. I don't remember the last time the Kansas City Chiefs were good until Patrick Mahomes really got there, and that's
Yeah.
no shade to Matt Castle. That's no shade to. I mean, we could go on a list of quarterbacks that they've had. You can't even really name them, but you can name position players. You can name a
Yeah.
Jamal Charles. You can name a Dwayne Bowe. You can name other positions. Like a Holly, a Justin Houston. You can name other positions, but you can't name a quarterback for the Chiefs other than Patrick Mahomes. I guarantee you. And Matt
hmm
Castle, old Chad Henne, Like no, I don't. Alex Smith, even but I feel like the Cowboys, if they don't or are not fighting for the division, they will be trying. I've said this before. It wouldn't hurt to just trade Dak and let's go get a new franchise quarterback. Wouldn't hurt, Got Arch
hmm
Manning, Lenora Sellers, DJ Lagway. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, It wouldn't hurt.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Dak's thing is he doesn't have he has a no trade clause obviously, but by the time Arch Manning's coming into the NFL, Dak will have 1 year left on his contract. So I think he would be a pretty good mentor for Arch Manning if we use one of those 2 first round draft picks we just got from the Packers. Even though they're probably going to be late round picks,
Yeah,
which is kind of why like part of me wants to hope that the Cowboys do bad, so we at least get a good early first round pick and we have those late round picks. But it's hard to want the Cowboys to do bad, obviously, because I'm a fan, and we're
yeah.
normally pretty good in the regular season. It's just our struggles have come in the playoffs.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, when the Falcons were rebuilding in 2020, I wanted us to do bad so we can go get Justin Fields. I was like, oh, we need a quarterback. But I mean, obviously, we know what Justin Fields has done. I feel like he's going to have a resurgence with the Jets. I feel like he's going to lead them to the playoffs. I feel like they're going to get to the playoffs. I feel like they're going to be fighting for the division with the Bills. Um, I'm glad we got Kyle Pitts. A lot of people saying he's a bust. I'm like, did you not see what he did his rookie year before he brought Barrow and broke his record? I'm just, like, are we losing sight of what he has done, so far? And I know it's not much, but Kyle Pitts is gonna have a breakout season this year. Michael Penix gonna get him the ball. Obviously, we know Penix can scramble, but he's gonna be throwing that rock a lot. Bijan, Algier, London Pitts, Ray McLeod, Darnell Mooney. We have practice squad players as well, like Christian Blair. So we're really set. We're really set to go to, like, I would say, I said it last year when we signed Kirk Cousins. The best we could do is lose in the NFC title game to the Eagles. I said it last year when we signed Kirk Cousins. That's what we could have did. We obviously know what happened. This year, I'm like, if we can pull off what the Commanders did, I don't see how we don't go to the Super Bowl. The NFC is wide open. Wide
Yeah,
open. Like, yeah, people gonna say, oh, it's gonna be the Eagles or the Packers. Yes, those are gonna be the top 2 teams. The Lions, don't forget about them. The Please stop. I love JJ McCarthy, but he ain't ready yet. Okay, the Bears, Caleb Williams, low key last shot, but it's not really. I mean, the Giants are a sneaky team too, apparently, because of their defense. I'm not buying it though,
yeah,
But I feel like even my Super Bowl prediction, I was like, I have the Packers winning. I had the Packers winning last year. I'm like, Jordan Love, like, criminally underrated. Yes, he's, I think, the second highest paid quarterback, right behind Dak. So
Hmm.
I don't see how Matt LaFleur doesn't win a ring within the next 2 seasons. That's just
Especially with Micah Parsons now.
yeah. Now with Michael Parsons, I'm like, you can literally do anything.
Hmm.
The possibilities are endless with this Packers organization. So that's how I feel about it.
Gotcha. All right. Last question. Who you got in the national championship for college this year, and who do you have in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so I have the Packers going to the Super Bowl for the NFC. For the AFC, it's really tough. I mean, you have Josh Allen, you have Lamar Jackson, you have Joe Burrow, all those guys trying to fight for a spot. First of all, to beat Mahomes. You know, if it's three quarterbacks that have been hunted by number 15, it's those three,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of people forget about Tua and Miami Dolphins over there. Not to say that they, I mean, they lost Jalen Ramsey. They lost a couple more pieces as well. Christian Wilkins, I think they lost last season. So I like you see the deterioration from Miami. It's slowly coming, right? They're another team where I feel like they're gonna blow it up if they don't get to the playoffs this offseason. But I feel like Bills, Packers. I'm gonna say Bills, Packers, or Bills, Ravens. Somebody's
Okay.
gonna beat Mahomes. Somebody's gonna beat Mahomes between those two. I don't think the Bengals are going. If the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have the Packers win the Super Bowl. Like I just mentioned, Jordan Love, Micah Parsons. It doesn't get any better than that. You have Christian Watson as wide receiver one, Jaden Reed wide receiver two, Romeo Dobbs. You know he's a great slot receiver.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like they could have brought in DK Metcalf. They just didn't push hard enough, and that would have been a good pickup. But of course, you know you probably wouldn't have been able to get Parsons right if you would have brought in DK Metcalf. So kudos to the Packers front office for waiting. You know, just to see like, hey, what
Yeah.
star market. And for the NFC, I mean the national championship, I have obviously my dogs, and I'm going to go with I don't want to say Ohio State, even though it would feel wrong if I didn't, but I don't know. I feel like maybe Oregon could get a
Okay.
run again. If not them, I definitely feel like it's gonna be Texas or Oklahoma. We're gonna
Okay.
go against one of those three teams for sure. It's either Ohio State, Texas, or Oklahoma versus Georgia, and we're gonna come out on top as we always do. As we always do. Now, if we meet Alabama in that championship, hey, look, it's gonna suck to suck because we don't lose to the same team twice. We just don't
Yeah.
do that. So, and then we face them what a couple weeks from now anyway. Revenge game, revenge game. I'm still salty what happened last year. We came all the way back, and then what Ryan Williams did to me. You know, I can't believe that. It's one of the best plays we've seen in the last 20 years of college football. Just that one play alone. Like, and then he proceeds to do the dirty bird. I'm like, this is the ultimate disrespect. No. We can't let him escape with that. You know, I love Ryan Williams. I feel like him and Jeremiah Smith are 1 and 2 in college football. I do. You know, like, and people are gonna say, no, you know, we feel like Julian saying Archman. No, if we're looking at pure talent and uh, pure like just natural ability, it's those two.
Hmm.
NIL deals, it's got to be those two. Like, they're gonna get drafted in the same year in 2027. So like, it's never gonna happen again where two wide receivers are probably gonna go 1-2.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so you know, a lot of teams are gonna be tanking after this next season for sure. They're gonna be tanking. It's gonna be a lot of teams that are like, hey, we want Ryan Williams or we want Jeremiah Smith. Won't be surprised if the Ravens try to trade up number one. I'm just saying, won't be surprised because Jeremiah Smith said he loves Lamar Jackson. So I don't know, but yeah, that is my take on it. I feel like Georgia Bulldogs are ready to reclaim that throne, and I feel like the Packers are ready. Not to say that the Eagles, you know, could get back there, and the Lions could get back there too, but I just feel like the Packers have something to prove now that they've traded for Parsons, and they now they have to actually go out there and prove it, right? So
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it.
All right. Well, that is it for today. Are there any socials? Where can people find you? Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, my personal at Tyler A Gates, all lowercase, and then tag live 205. So TAG live 205 on Instagram. No punctuations, No, none of that. YouTube is Tyler A. Gates as well, or you can just look up Tag Loud 205 Talk Show on YouTube. Uh, Follow my TikTok at Tyler A. Gates as well. Twitter, Tyler A. Gates. Pretty much all my platforms are Tyler A. Gates. So yeah, man, just excited to keep pushing with my journalism career. Obviously, being a sports fan growing up definitely helped me with this talk show. Definitely helped me with getting things out to the public. So I just
Gotcha.
dropped a video actually of my score prediction. So don't come at me too hard like you did last week, y'all. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, hey, I had fun. Hopefully we see you again, and we will catch you in the next one.
All right, Austin, man. Thank you so much.
Yep. See ya.
Yes, sir.